Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how the gradient works, or at least I'm going to try to tell you how I think it works. Let me go ahead and start by creating another object. I've got a grease pencil object, which is this gradient. Not a big deal. Let me add a new grease pencil object so we can start working. I'm going to add a blank grease pencil object, and I'm going to add a material, new material. This is a brand new grease pencil object that I've created. And let's just fill it with just a solid color, like a green. All right, there's my material. I have nothing in this grease pencil object, so let's go to draw mode. We're going to draw a box. And so let's draw a box, but take note of what corner I am starting this box. And so I started from the top left corner and drag down. It's important. I'm going to hit return, and there's our new box. Now, let's go ahead and create a gradient. Solid, let's go to gradient, and right away you kind of see that there's a gradient, but I'm not sure why that gradient isn't right on the center, and why this blend is at 50% or halfway there. Let me explain what's going on with this gradient. It's already confusing. We've got a linear gradient, and it seems that this linear gradient is going up and down like this, or I mean the opposite. The gradient is going across. But if I change its color to maybe a red, why is it turning yellow? I don't get it. It's because it's blending this color, the red color, with the green here. Why is it doing that? I really don't know. If you know the answer, put it down in the comments, guys. But I really don't know why it's blending this on this, and it's already halfway blended. So I'm going to take away this blend, and now we see this green, quote unquote, to red. And the reason we're not seeing this green is because it's back here somewhere. It's weird. But the thing is that the start point is this. So this is the middle. This is the center of the gradient. And so this is one extreme, and the other extreme is out here. And we're not even seeing the green. We don't even see the green. So I'm going to move this center point over on the X. And that's what this is, the location. Let's move it over the other way. And now we see a little bit of that green. And so I moved it to about the center. Now we see a little bit of green, and we see the red. In fact, let's move it over a little bit more. I think that's the right. So here's the green. Here's the red, and then the blend is this. And so the scale of the blend, or the gradient, is from here to here. If we decrease the scale, of course, here now is the blend. Right here, I put the scale to 0, and now we don't have a gradient. We just have a solid. So you can now see exactly where that is. It's right in the middle right there. -1. Why -1? I have no idea. But anyways, you can also see when you start rotating it where the pivot point of this gradient is. It is somewhere up here somewhere. So that if you, let me go back to 0. Or you know what? I'll go, let's rotate this 90 degrees, and you can see that it went away. Why? Because that 0 point is up here somewhere. So if I move it down, there it is. It's a little tough. Point, let's say -1. And we should be at the center. If we rotate it, now if we start rotating, you can see that the center point is roughly about right here. Why it does that, I am not sure why. But let's rotate it again back to 90 or 0. It's the same thing. And scale the X. And now you have that gradient. Now let's do another one. Let's do another, let's go to object mode and add another grease pencil blank. And then create another material. And let's just take like a red. It's a temporary color. Yellow, so we can see it. And now I am going to go to draw mode and get this box tool. And now I'm going to draw another one, but I'm going to draw it from the right bottom up. Right bottom up. Hit return. And now instead of a solid, go to gradient. And you can see now that it's on this side. Remember this one, we started on this side. This one is on this side. And let's take out this blend. Boom. Now we can see that it's kind of going from yellow to white. Let's make this full on yellow. And let's make this full on red. And now we can see that it's here somewhere. And if we rotate it, look, check this out. It is on that corner now. It is rotating from somewhere up here. I'm going to undo. And so that if we go to this one, you can see that it's -1, -1. And this one is -0.5 and 0. That means that it's like way down here. Let's see what happens if we do a 90, completely straight. And this Y location, let's look for it. I don't know if it'll be -1. There it is. It might be right here. And so if we rotate it, it is now rotating from somewhere here. It's just weird. Let's do -1, 90, and now you can see that it's right here. We can move it around the Y. Here we go. And now we can see that it's kind of in the middle, I'm guessing. This is the -0.7. If I rotate it, it's rotating from somewhere in the center. So let's try another. Let's do another grease pencil object blank. Let's create another material. It's just temporary blue. And let's go to draw mode. Let's add a circle. And let's start from the upper left-hand corner and draw this circle. And return. So we've got this circle. Let's go from solid to gradient. And I can kind of tell that it's down here somewhere. I'm going to get rid of this blend. You can kind of tell that it's down here somewhere. And so already this is confusing. Why wouldn't it be up here somewhere vertical? If you rotate it, you can see that it rotates from, it is here. The start point is right here on the right, and the gradient is going from here to here, and it's this big. And so let's go from green to blue. Here's the gradient, and the starting point is right here. So if I bring the X scale down, you can see that it's affecting it. Boom, to 0, it's right there. I don't know why it seems that it's not straight. It seems like it's angled because the rotation is 0. And so you can see now that it starts from somewhere, not even here, it starts from somewhere out here. And that is confusing. That is confusing. I don't know why. So I'm just going to do, like, leave it at 1, and we can know that, or we can leave it at 0.5. We can know that that's there. Now, you would figure that, since I drew this from the left to right, top to bottom, let's draw another one, guys. Go to Object, Add, and let's add a grease pencil blank. And this is the fourth one. And so let's add another material, New, Fill, Solid for now. And let's do, it doesn't really matter. It's just a beginning point. Let's draw another circle, and I'm going to draw it from from bottom to top, right to left. So I'm going to hold down the Shift and draw it right about there, hit Return, and then I'm going to go to Edit Mode, select it, and I'm just going to, right there. All right, so now that I've got my new object, I'm going to go to Gradient, and I'm going to get rid of this this blend, and I'm going to give it a pink now. And you can see that it's the same as this one. And let's rotate it, and I'm expecting it to rotate from this side. And it doesn't. It is rotating from the same side. So in a circle, it seems that it is this somewhere over here is the pivot point. Let's scale it down a little bit. And why it's scaling on the X up and down, I have no idea. Now, I am going to draw something. Let's add yet another grease pencil object, blank. Here is my fifth one. And I am going to create another material, New. And I'm just going to grab a color like we've been doing. And I'm going to draw something, Freehand. So I'm going to go to the Draw mode, grab my pencil. I've got this. And I'm going to draw. Now, with this one, with the Freehand, the pencil tool, where you start is important. Let's say that I start right from the center here, and I draw something, and I end right there, and then I change it to a gradient. And then let's pick another color. Let's say this blue. Take out this blend, and the pivot point is somewhere here, and you can see that it's going this way. Look, if I rotate it, see where it's pivoting from? It's rotating from somewhere here, which goes inside with my start point. I'm gonna do 0, and the X scale, X, and of course, if you wanted to rotate it, the location, we can move it. We can move the X up and down, and then the Y would move side to side. But you don't see anything because it's just going straight this way. Undo. So again, freeform objects, I believe the grading gets its pivot point from where the object starts. So let's just draw one more freehand object. Let's go to Object Mode, add grease pencil object, blank. Let's create another one here, New. And we'll pick just a regular color. And we're going to start this object now a little bit different from the bottom. So I'm going to go to draw mode. I'm going to start drawing it from here. Boom, right there. And let's apply the gradient. Gradient. You can see that it's going up and down. Let's get rid of this blend. Let's put another color in here, maybe pink. You can see the pink here, or you know what, let's do yellow. What would be a good color? Red. You can see that the blend is going this way, which goes inside with our starting point. But why wasn't it this way? I have no idea, because we started this one in the middle and it went this way. Now it's going up and down. And if we scale it in the X, and it does exactly what it's supposed to in the X. And then if we rotate it, you can see that it is rotating from somewhere down here somewhere, which goes inside with my start point. I'm going to keep that at 0. And then that's it, guys. I hope that, you know, I was able to kind of explain how gradients work. I'm not exactly sure. I do use Photoshop and Illustrator from Adobe and Animate, and I've used Maya, and everybody seems to work exactly the same except for Blender. Blender is a little weird, but once you get used to it, you can kind of control the gradient, and it's okay. Then you can start to play around with gradients. And I really hope that this has been helpful to you. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.